I took $1,000 from my checking account, $10,000 from my savings, and $100,000 from my investment portfolio and put all of it into a single ETF that most people have never heard of, JEPQ. What happened next shocked even me. The $1,000 investment now generates more monthly income than my old savings account earned in an entire year. The $10,000 position pays me more monthly than most people's car payments. And the $100,000, it's producing $833 monthly without me selling a single share. But here's the crazy part. While everyone else waits 3 months between dividend payments, this ETF deposits cash into my account every 30 days like clockwork. It's like having a part-time job that never requires me to show up. Today, I'm going to show you the exact numbers from all 3 investments. No theory, no projections, just real results. And when you see what that monthly compounding did to my returns, it might completely change how you think about building wealth. In this video, I'll show you the uncensored results of my $1,000, $10,000, and $100,000 investments in the JPMorgan Equity Premium Income ETF, also called JEPQ. You'll see not just the total returns, but more importantly, how that monthly income creates what I call a velocity advantage that supercharges compound growth. Unlike traditional dividend ETFs that make you wait 90 days between payments, JEPQ pays monthly. This means your money compounds 12 times per year instead of just 4 times. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this frequency difference can add thousands to your returns over time. I wish someone had shown me these numbers years ago. It would have dramatically accelerated my journey to financial independence. Before I reveal my results, let's talk about what makes JEPQ completely different from other income ETFs. The JPMorgan Equity Premium Income ETF doesn't just buy dividend-paying stocks. It uses a sophisticated options strategy on the Nasdaq 100's top technology companies to generate substantial monthly income. What sets JEPQ apart are 3 key factors. First, it pays monthly instead of quarterly, giving your money a 3x compounding advantage. Second, it focuses on high-growth tech stocks like Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia, so you get income and growth exposure. Third, it currently yields between 8 to 12% annually, which is more than double what most dividend ETFs offer. The expense ratio is just 0.35%, meaning on a $10,000 investment, you're paying only $35 per year for professional options management that would cost you hundreds in time and trading fees to replicate yourself. But here's the key insight. While most high-yield investments trap you in slow-growing or declining sectors, JEPQ gives you exposure to the very companies driving our economy forward. When tech stocks surge, you participate in that upside while still collecting that monthly paycheck. Now let me show you exactly what happened with each investment level. Let's start with the amount most people can implement immediately, $1,000. When I first invested this amount in JEPQ, I honestly thought it would barely move the needle. I was completely wrong. In the very first month, not quarter, month, that $1,000 generated $8.33 in income. That's more than most savings accounts pay in 3 months. By month 6, I'd already collected $50 total. By year end, my annual income reached $100, representing a 10% yield on my original investment. But here's where it gets interesting. When I reinvested that monthly income instead of spending it, my position grew to $1,130 by year's end, a 13% total return during a period when the overall market struggled. Fast forward 10 years with all distributions reinvested monthly, and that initial $1,000 grows to approximately $3,590. That's a 259% increase. At this point, it's generating about $359 annually, over $30 flowing into my account every single month from that original $1,000. And after 20 years, this is where compound interest becomes magical. That same $1,000 grows to roughly $12,870, producing $287 in annual income. That's $107 hitting my account every month, more than the entire original investment, without adding another penny. For beginning investors, this proves that even modest amounts in JEPQ can generate life-changing results. It's the perfect starting point for experiencing the power of monthly income investing. But let's see what happens when we scale up to $10,000. Now, let's examine the $10,000 investment, the level where JEPQ's income potential becomes impossible to ignore. In the first month alone, my $10,000 position generated $83.33 in income. That's nearly enough to cover a family's streaming services for the entire month. By month 6, I had received over $500 total. By year end, my annual income reached $1,000, enough to cover a month's rent in many parts of the country. The monthly compounding effect at this level is visually striking. By reinvesting monthly instead of quarterly, my position grew to $11,300, with significantly more shares purchased through reinvestment compared to what a quarterly payer would have achieved. After 10 years, without adding a single dollar beyond the initial $10,000, the investment balloons to approximately $35,900. That's a 259% increase. At this point, it generates about $3,590 in annual income, nearly $300 flowing into my account every single month. Think about that. $300 monthly could completely cover the average American's car payment, utility bills, or grocery budget. And this is from just a one-time $10,000 investment made a decade ago. And after 20 years, your original $10,000 grows to roughly $128,700, producing $12,870 in annual income. That's $1,072 deposited into your account every month, more than some people's mortgage payments, without you contributing anything beyond your initial investment. At the $10,000 level, you're not just investing anymore, you're building a personal income factory that works around the clock. But the $100,000 investment is where JEPQ's true power reveals itself. The $100,000 investment is where JEPQ transforms from an investment into a wealth-building machine that could potentially change your entire financial future. In the first month alone, my position generated $833.33, more than many people's entire paycheck. By mid-year, I'd received over $5,000 in total distributions. By year-end, the annual income reached $10,000. That's $833 hitting my account every single month without selling a share. After 10 years without adding anything beyond the initial $100,000, the investment explodes to approximately $359,000. That's a 259% increase. At this point, it generates about $35,900 in annual income, $2,992 flowing into your account every month. To put this in perspective, that monthly income exceeds the median take-home pay in 15 states. And remember, this is from a single $100,000 investment made once, a decade ago. And after 20 years, this is where financial independence becomes reality. Your original $100,000 grows to approximately $1,287,000, producing $128,700 in annual income. That's $10,725 landing in your account every month, likely more than your current salary, without adding another penny beyond your initial investment. At the 20-year mark, your monthly income could cover a $5,000 mortgage and all household expenses, fund multiple international vacations annually, pay for a luxury car every 3 months, or, if reinvested, purchase approximately 2,000 additional JEPQ shares annually. This is where monthly income investing begins to fundamentally transform your finances. So, why choose JEPQ among all the dividend ETFs out there? There are 3 compelling reasons JEPQ deserves serious consideration in your portfolio. First, unmatched income frequency. While traditional dividend ETFs make you wait 90-plus days between payments, JEPQ's monthly distribution schedule means your money compounds 12 times per year instead of just 4. This creates what Einstein called the 8th wonder of the world, compound interest, working at triple the frequency. Second, growth exposure without sacrifice. Unlike many high-yield investments that lock you into declining sectors, JEPQ gives you substantial exposure to technology leaders driving innovation. Third, volatility reduction through professional management. JEPQ's options strategy systematically reduces portfolio swings by up to 30% compared to holding the Nasdaq 100 directly. So, what does this mean for you, practically speaking? If you're starting with $1,000, establish a JEPQ position and set up automatic monthly contributions of even $100. This creates a dual compound effect. Your regular contributions plus the reinvested monthly income accelerate your results dramatically. With $10,000, JEPQ becomes a cornerstone income-producing asset. At this level, consider reinvesting all monthly income for the first 24 months to maximize compounding, then reassess whether to continue growing or begin using the income for monthly expenses. If you have $100,000 available, JEPQ has the potential to generate inflation-beating income that could significantly accelerate your timeline to financial independence. Many investors at this level implement what I call the 50-50 strategy, reinvesting half the monthly income while using the other half to enhance their current lifestyle. If these JEPQ results impressed you, you need to see how you can combine JEPQ with other high-performance ETFs to potentially double your monthly income. Click the video appearing on your screen now to discover the exact strategy that could accelerate your path to financial independence even faster.